A dream that no one could save. A shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got our differences. Yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain. What's the plan? Heavy breathe and stay insane. Grab my hand. Everything is grey inside this narrow maze. We speak but oh nothing. We run our separate ways. Do you ever think about me? Or are you busy with someone else? You and I, we got our differences. Yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain. What's the plan? Heavy breathe and stay insane. Now grab my hand. Everything is grey inside this narrow maze. Everything has lost its taste. Ooh. Months of rain and chest pain.
Hello, Livermore. Thank you for joining us for another installment of Livermore Back to Business. Right now, as we enter the fall season, a time when many of our agricultural products are being harvested, so much comes from Livermore. Obviously, we all know about wine, but then again, we also grow everything from olives to honey, even pistachios. So let's hear from a few local businesses, including a check-in on the First Street Wine Company, where they'll tell us a little bit about the safety measures that they're taking for their outdoor dining areas. And of course, we'll follow that by a few musical selections as well. Let's watch.
My name's Mike Allen, and this is my wife, Linda.
Hi.
And we just celebrated our 10-year anniversary of owning First Street Wine Company. Number one, we're a retail wine shop. Number two, we're a wine tasting bar. We really focus on Livermore, so right behind us are the Livermore wines. That's what we really hang our hat on. But we have a great selection of wines from around the world. There's imports behind you, and then as you get down to this part of the store, we have a really nice selection of wines from throughout California. So right now, the retail part has been going steady since COVID started. However, on the tasting bar, everything is outside. So we can serve people, but it has to be outside. And the wines on the bar over here are called flights to go. So flights would be, you get 3 or 4 wines, and you try those different wines, and that's called a flight. And that's a big part of our business in regular times, but with COVID, we came up with the idea to do flights to go, and that's been pretty popular too. People are coming in and purchasing wines, taking them home, and doing them their own flights.
And we've also done a couple Zoom tastings where they come in and they'll buy the wines for the flight and then take it home, and we'll Zoom with them, and so that's been a big help as well. We are known as the J Block, and because we're from J to First, from North Livermore, and the grass area that was out here, the city was so kind and they took out all the grass and put in crushed granite. We brought in the tables, and each restaurant gets 6 tables out there. When we are not using our 6 tables, we share with other people and vice versa. And this community really, really works hard together, and we all get along, and it's just been fabulous. Unless you are eating or drinking, at that moment you have to have a mask on. And we will not let anybody in our store or seat anybody without a mask on. You come in, you walk in one side, you can order your wine, you take your wine, we seat you outside. It's 6 feet apart, and we suggest that you buy either cheese and crackers from us or something to eat from one of the local restaurants that are right here. And then when you're finished, we ask you to bring it back in, leave your glass right here on the table, and then we'll go out and sanitize the tables between customers.
The city of Livermore has been terrific as far as supporting us and trying to work with us. The mayor, the city council, the leaders in this town, Mark Roberts, the city manager, have been terrific partners in working with the businesses to try to help us, stay alive and move forward. We're working really hard downtown to make sure that people are safe. That is by far the top priority for us, that our customers are safe, that our employees are safe, and that we stay safe. So people can help us by coming downtown and continue to shop downtown so our businesses stay alive.
Another thing you can do to help First Street Wine Company is join one of our clubs. We have 3 different clubs, and you could join any one of them. You get wine every month, and we'll make it safe. We can bring it out to your car. You don't even have to come in. Just, that'd be a fabulous way to support us.
And by supporting us, you're also supporting the local wineries, because we purchase from the local wineries. It's not just First Street Wine Company, it's helping the wineries here in town as well. We all know that we'll get through it, but we have to work together, but we really need the support from the community to shop and spend time downtown in Livermore and understand that as a community, a business community, that their safety is our top priority.
I'm just going to introduce a tune I wrote. I actually wrote this for a piece back, but it's called Rat Race. Front porch swing, or playing guitar, or while the muse just wails. Tune out all the battle scenes and send their souls back to their jails. I'm moving down to Saint-Tropez 'cause I hear the money's gone. Ever since my adolescence, I spent my time in midlife crisis. Oh, maybe just the opposite, and maybe things are just like this. For a reason, I'm moving down to Saint-Tropez because I hear the money's gone away. I'm tired of trying to keep the pace in this rat race. The telephone singing and ringing the blues. We're all looking for something to do. Sitting on my front porch swing, playing guitar, I wanna use just wails. Mesmerized and contemplating which way the wind blow my sails. I'm moving down to Saint-Tropez 'cause I hear the money's gone away. I'm tired of trying to keep the pace in this rat race. In this rat race. In this rat race. Always running out of time in this rat race. Ooh, walking on a fine line in this rat race. Always running out of time in this rat race. Ooh, walking on a fine line in this rat race. You know I'm moving down to Saint-Tropez in this rat race. Ooh, walking on a fine line in this rat race. You know I'm moving down to Saint-Tropez in this rat race. Ooh, walking on a fine line in this rat race.
Yeah, my name is Chris Ising, and we're south of Livermore, just on the outskirts of the wine country, and this is my pistachio orchard. It's about 15,000 trees, and it goes back this way and up over the top of that hill. I've lived on this ranch basically all my life. I did spend about 20 years in town, being a bachelor, and ended up moving back out here when I had the opportunity. I, for a long time, wore a cowboy hat all the time, but then I got a car that you can't wear it in, or a truck you can't wear it in because of the new back headrest they have and stuff. And so I went to these ball caps, but the funny part was about 4 or 5 years ago, I had my cowboy hat on and all my clothes and my boots, and I was walking into the bank, and this guy walks out and he goes, "Oh, you're in costume early for the rodeo." It's kind of like, "No, mister, this is what I do." And there's a lot of people now who just don't understand that agriculture is even here. I think the weather here is quite good for a lot of agriculture. There's a lot of things that can be done here and people aren't doing them. For instance, the hops down in the corner. You know, that's another thing which nobody's thought of. Of course, we've got this, we've got cattle, we've got hayland, obviously grapes, and there's several other stuff, you know, almonds, walnuts. Before I had this place, you know, there was an almond orchard and a walnut orchard. But the trees, you can ask my wife, she gets so mad at me because there's a lot of times I come out here in the morning before I go to work. When I get home, I come out again. You know, at certain times of the year, you can just watch them grow. It's just kind of fun, so.
Cars go flashing by, you whisper in the wind. Static on the radio, don't play that song again. And I keep wishing I'd changed lanes some time ago. Didn't seem to matter which way I'd go. Too many choices, my friend. Steady drizzle now, can't complain, need the rain. Oh, so they tell me to wash away the pain. And I keep thinking how the pattern seemed to mean something, but now it's upside down. I'm wondering, too many choices, my friend. Too many voices I hear in the wind. Too many choices, my friend. Thinking of yesterday and I'm on my way. Made up my mind again, oh so you say. Planning my life away, a dream today. Change my mind again, and so I say. Don't know what to say, guess I'm feeling kinda dumb. I don't have the answer, my mind just goes numb. That was yesterday, today's the day I changed my life. Doesn't really matter that I never learned to duck. Too many choices, my friend. Too many voices I hear in the wind. Too many choices, my friend. Too many voices I hear. Too many choices, my friend. Too many voices I hear in the wind. Too many choices, my friend.
Welcome back. With the fall comes another upcoming event that's also very important to our community and beyond. That's Election Day. So be sure to register to vote and fill out your census form. Livermore is one of the top 10 places on the West Coast to live and raise a family. That doesn't happen by accident. It happens through effective, experienced leadership. So voting is very important in keeping our community strong and informing our leadership what's important to our community. What is also important is our farmers market. So let's hear from our new farmers markets, Harv, Singh, and also a couple more businesses, and then let's hear from some more musicians.
Shorter than the last. Every moment is a sign. Slow down, don't go so fast. The kids grew faster than we planned. They're both living lives of their own. Now it's just you and me. Miss the days when they were young. Time is all that I need. Yesterday I was 17. My life ain't what it used to be. More time is all I need. But time keeps marching on. The sun is slowly fading away to the twilight of my life. Wish I could bring back yesterday. Time is all that I need. Yesterday I was 33. My life ain't what it used to be. More time is all I need. Wish I could go back, do it all again. Time is like my long lost friend. I wanna go back, do it all again. Just one more time before I reach the end. Time is all that I need. Tomorrow I'll be 53. My life ain't what it used to be. More time is all I need. Time is all that I need. Tomorrow I'll be 70. My life ain't what it used to be. Time is all I need. 25 hours a day. 25 hours a day. 25 hours a day. 25 hours a day.
Hi, my name is Harv Singh. I'm the market director for Foragers Market. We operate two markets in downtown Livermore. Sundays year-round right here on 2nd Street between J and K Streets. Then also a seasonal market at Carnegie Park on Thursdays 4 to 8 through September. I've been running farmers markets the last 20 years. I started a stint in the year 2000 in Port Townsend, Washington. I took over a farmers market there. And then my love for sort of working with growers and local artisan producers started there. Moved to the Bay Area, came to San Ramon, and I was really, I was like, there's no independent businesses. San Ramon's a great community, but I felt like it needed a farmer's market. Launched a farmer's market there. And then I took a job at Whole Foods Market as their regional local forager. And I did that for 10 years, building their local program. Opportunity came to run the Livermore market. I jumped at it. So we have a lot of safety rules, as you know, if you've been to the market, social distancing, staying 6 feet apart. Of course, the mask thing. It's a requirement, people. You just got to put it on. Our vendors are clearly labeled, as you can see. There's enter signs and exit signs, and the number of people in the booths is limited as well. The vision for this market is to just really build a bustling center of community and commerce. I really want to tap into the talent that exists in Livermore Valley, from local bakers to wineries to home brewers. There's a lot of great talent here. I see them on Instagram. Maybe they're quite not ready to come to the market, but that's the talent I want to tap into. I'm going to build a beautiful community, a gathering place, and at the same time, this incredible center that harnesses, community and commerce. I love the Tri-Valley area. I'm a local kid here, and there's so much potential in Livermore, and that's kind of what I want to create. I want to tap into the potential and the greatness that exists here, and just continue on growing it.
Crashing, water touches my skin, and I'm falling. I'm falling. The flames rush in, heat sears my skin, I'm falling, I'm falling. Closing, wood crushes my skin, and I'm falling. I'm falling. She lifts me up.
Hi, I'm Stephen Mirasu, the CEO of the Lineage Collection, a portfolio of wineries based in the Livermore Valley. Stephen Kent Winery focuses on single vineyard Cabernets from the Livermore Vineyards, spanning about 9 miles from east to west, the prime spots in Livermore. Lineage Wine Company, which makes one iconic wine, a Bordeaux blend of the classic Bordeaux grapes from our estate vineyards, and Mia Nipote Wines, which is a new venture of ours that focuses on the California Italian expressions of classic Italian grapes like Barbera and Sangiovese. 2020 is one for the record books, that's for darn sure. Just about everything that can happen to a society, to the world, has in fact happened, and not in a positive way. We're a hospitality company. The thing that we do, our mission is to take care of people, to bring richness and joy to people's lives as often as we possibly can. Our vehicle for hospitality is wine. COVID-19 from March on has put a gigantic dent in what our daily mission is, and that is to give people an opportunity to slough off the daily cares of living. The cares that exist right now on a daily basis are much greater than they are under normal circumstances. COVID has obviously affected the number of visitors that we can see. It's affected the number of days that we're open in a given year, in a given week. It has affected the amount of people that we can see at any given time. So it's really been a transition for us to try to provide a hospitality experience that enriches people's lives under really adverse circumstances. And as we're filming now, there are smoke plumes all over the state of California. The last month or so has really been an issue of farming, trying to make decisions about what grapes we can pick, whether the grapes we pick are going to turn into wines that are going to end up being as beautiful as we'd like them to be. The smoke has caused people to want to stay in their houses, which is understandable given the pall, the physical pall that we're under at this point in time. So it's been a very trying year, and it's been a year though where we've learned a lot, and I think are growing as a company as well. The Livermore Valley's been my home for the last 25 years. It's the place that I love. It's a place that I want to spend the rest of my life growing grapes and hopefully making great and meaningful wines for people. At the same time that we want to take care of our club members and our guests and visitors to this amazing valley, the wineries and restaurants here in town are struggling. With reduced traffic, with takeout orders only in a lot of cases, now being able to sit outdoors to a degree has been helpful. But for those who want to support the hospitality business in the valley, eating out where you can, eating outside, actually enjoying the great weather that I hope we're going to have over the course of the next couple of months is very meaningful to restaurants. And if you need a bottle of wine for a special occasion or just for a Tuesday night, come and see us at the Lineage Collection, but come and see our neighbors too. This is a valley that prides itself on taking care of people, and it's a mutual two-way street. We all take care of each other. So if you're in the mood for wine, come and see what we have to offer in Livermore, and be safe and be healthy.
That you want me, it's not the way that you need me to, it's not the way that you say you love me, it's not the way you do the things you do, it's not you, it's just me. Just know I need to be set free. It's not you. Well, you know it's me. Ooh, baby, can't you see? It's just me. It's not the way that you wear your hair. It's not the way you show me that you the way your love blossoms everywhere. It's not the way that float on air. It's not you, it's just me. Just know I need to be set free. It's not you, girl, you know it's me. Ooh, baby, can't you see? It's just me. You were the perfect lover, two hearts in harmony. You know that there's no other. It's not you, it's me. And when my time is through, I'll give myself to you, but I can't have my cake and eat it too. It's not you, it's just me. Just know I need to be set free. It's not you, yeah, you know it's me. Ooh, baby, can't you see? It's just me.
Thank you for joining us here for Livermore Back to Business. We want to take this opportunity to thank the men and women who are keeping us safe, our first responders and our healthcare workers. Make sure you show them your appreciation by wearing a mask. It helps protect those that are most vulnerable in our community. So we'll leave you with a little more entertainment and hearing from some of the more local businesses, including Espresso Rosetta, who even roasts their own beans right here in Livermore. So much is produced right here. The only limitation is your imagination. Thank you.
My name is Martina Schneider. I am the owner of Espresso Rosetta, also Rosetta Roasting. We're the same company, we just have two halves. My husband and I started the business like 5 years ago now, a little over 5 years ago. We make espresso that is so smooth that you don't need to add any sugar. It is coffee that tastes exactly the way it smells. I think the pandemic has affected everybody. We're certainly not exempt. We're, just making it work the best we can. I really miss having our customers come in and hang out, but we've moved all the seating outdoors to the sidewalk. The city's been very gracious about letting us expand out that way. You can either choose to come in and pick it up, or we'll do curbside delivery, and it's contactless either way, so people can feel safe about, getting their coffee without exposing themselves. We also have online bean subscriptions, so if you're not comfortable coming in person, we will mail you coffee the day we roast it.
We roast it weekly.
We roast it every week. We will ship it straight to you from us. You can either do a one-time order online, or you can order a subscription, so you can just set it and forget it, and coffee will show up every week or every month, your choice.
We roast for peak caramelization. Something that is similar that a lot of people would have, some experience with at home is sauteing onions. So as you saute onions, they go from a very green kind of flavor. They get more and more caramelized, they get sweeter, and then eventually they'll burn, right? So what we do is we roast our coffee so that you get that peak caramel sweetness in the coffee, and then we stop. That way you don't get any of the smoky, kind of burned flavors, and it's gonna be as naturally sweet as possible.
I am a huge fan of our community. I know that we're dealing with some pretty tough times right now. We're dealing with a lot of uncertainty. I don't think anyone is exempt from that. And I know that if we all pull together, we can make it through this. And we're just very grateful for everyone who's come by and for everyone who's thinking of us who hasn't been able to.
till I had them memorized. When I get up the nerve to tell you the words, they never seem to come out right. Only you, how much I do, yeah. Living in fantasy, yeah. And they don't even suspect, could probably care less about the changes I am going through. Only you, baby, how much I do. That song takes me there. Thank you so much for that beautiful song, Patti LaBelle. Because sometimes we can get in the mirror and rehearse. Even suspect could probably care less about the changes I am going through. Only you knew how much I do. But I wanna know if you know, if you know, if you know, yeah. Only you knew how much I do, yeah. I love you, yeah. Only you knew, yeah. I said, yeah. Come on, I said, yeah. Oh, baby, I said, you don't know how much I need you. Oh, baby, oh, baby, how much I do, yeah. Oh, you know, only you know, baby, how much I do. I can't tell it all. I wanna say I love you, baby. My. Thank you, Miss Patti LaBelle.
My name is Heather Figures. I am the manager here at Sunrise Mountain Sports, and you probably see me every time you walk in the door. Sunrise Mountain Sports is a place where you can do on-foot adventures, walking, running, hiking, backpacking, climbing. The shop was founded in 1975. As of 3 years ago, we moved to this location to give us better walk-in traffic, to kind of streamlined what we offer to our customers, and overall we have entirely enjoyed the move. COVID-19 has drastically affected the way all retailers do business, especially us. A lot of the things we do to here is very close to the skin, so it's trying on footwear, it's trying on clothes, it's putting on insoles, everything like that. And that means that we have to change our procedures to make sure our customers are safe, as well as every single staff member who works here. And what we have done that has changed a lot of stuff is, one, we limit access to the shop, meaning that we only allow a small group of people in at a time per employee. So like myself, I will only manage one customer group at a time. If there's another employee, they will also manage another customer group. So there's never any more than about 4 or 5 people in the shop at any given time. We do temperature checks at the door, and most of the time we never have any issues. The next thing we do is we sanitize after every customer, meaning anything that they touch or where they sit or anything like that gets clean. So we use both alcohol sprays and sprays that have bleach. Anything that they have touched or picked up then gets quarantined for up to 3 or 4 days. So let's say a customer wants to try on a pair of shoes. They try on 5 pairs of shoes and they walk out with one of the pairs. The other 4 pairs get sprayed down and they get quarantined, depending on what they are, from anywhere from 3 days to 5 days. And then they get put back into rotation. After that, of course, the sitting areas get clean, the door handles, the pens, the counters, anything that we have seen them touch or we have touched in the process gets cleaned after that. Livermore has been fantastic. They have really stepped up trying to make sure that the small businesses in the downtown are, one, getting business. We have a lot of people who have either never been to the shop or who have never really been downtown looking for products who go, hey, I want to make sure that when this is all over, we can actually resume normal life and we actually have a retail space to go back to. And on top of that, we also offer different programs for people to make them feel comfortable. I do private appointments, like private shopping appointments, where you can just say, hey, I'd like to come in at 10 a.m. before you guys open, try things out. The door is entirely locked. You and the staff member are the only ones here, meaning that you don't, if you're a caretaker or you're someone like a nurse or a doctor, they can come in and get their fit without feeling like they're going to contaminate somebody else or have the potential of having that, where we can take our cleaning measures, maybe not to the extreme as a hospital, but to a point where it makes people feel comfortable on the whole front.
Hi, my name's Nancy Calhoun Mueller, and I'm a 5th generation Livermore resident, or a Livermorean, so to speak. And we're standing at the base of the Crane Ridge Lookout, and we're on the foundation that was built in 1914, and it was manned until the 70s. My family has ranched here since the 20s and started farming down in the valley in the late 1800s, and so we had the property while the fire lookout lived here all summer long. And the best story I learned was about Henrietta Mendenhall, who was the only California woman fire lookout. And while she was up here, she killed a rattlesnake in her kitchen with a fork to protect her children. So there's some wild tales that have been told up here on Crane Ridge. So the fire started after the most extreme lightning storm I'd ever seen in my life. I was out in my garden early that morning and there was lightning everywhere. I could see the first fire that started down on Arroyo Road, and then within the next day the fire started west or east of us up on the Diablo Range. So this mountain range that we're standing on is the Diablo Range, and it runs from Mount Diablo all the way southeast to Los Banos. And so the fire started and was huge. So there were a number of people up in the San Antone Valley and down the canyon that have lost their homes and have set up GoFundMe accounts that can now be found on the Junction website. So the Junction is the little restaurant bar up in the middle of nowhere that you can come up from Patterson, from San Joaquin Valley, Livermore, and also from San Jose to the Junction. And so they're taking donations for people that need household goods, supplies, and so hopefully we can get a community foundation to help support these people, because unlike other fires, this was a rangeland fire, as you can hear from the cow in the background. And so it's mostly ranchers that have been affected out in the middle of this range that need our help.
ताम 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 तांकिटदगद तोडंग तक्कुत्ता धीम 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 धींकिटदग धित्तोडंग धिक्कुत्तै ताम 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 तांकिटदगद तोडंग तक्कुत्ता धीम 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 धींकिटदग धित्तोडंग धिक्कुत्तै ताम 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 तांकिटदगद तोडंग तक्कुत्ता धीम 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 धींकिटदग धित्तोडंग धिक्कुत्तै ताम 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 तांकिटदगद तोडंग तक्कुत्ता धीम 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 धींकिटदग धित्तोडंग धिक्कुत्तै ताम 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 तांकिटदगद तोडंग तक्कुत्ता धीम 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 धींकिटदग धित्तोडंग धिक्कुत्तै ताम 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 तांकिटदगद तोडंग तक्कुत्ता तत्तोडगदाम तम तम धम धम धिम 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 तगतोडंग तक्कुत्ता तत्तोडगदाम तम तम धम धम धिम 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 तगतोडंग तक्कुत्ता दिद्दिद्दिद्दिद्दै धिगिदग धीदो हस्तंग धिगिदग धीदो हस्तंग धीदो हस्तंग दगदोंग दिद्दिद्दिद्दिद्दै धिगिदग धीदो हस्तंग धिगिदग धीदो हस्तंग धीदो हस्तंग दगदोंग उत्तक्किट्टक्किन्न तोंग तोदोडगदां तोंदी तोदि कुत्तक्क तोदोडगदां तोंदी कंदां दिं 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 ततोडंग तक्कुत्ता मूषिक वाहन मोदक हस्ता चामर कर्ण विलंबित सूत्र वामन रूप महेश्वर पुत्र विघ्न विनायक पाद नमस्ते पाद नमस्ते पाद नमस्ते धिक्कुत्तां धिक्कुत्तां धिक्कुत्तत्तरिदत्तत्तां कुतकिटकिन्न तुङ्गतोदोडगदां तोदोडगदां तोदि मूषिकवाहन मोदक हस्ता चामर कर्ण विलंबित सूत्र मूषिकवाहन मोदक हस्ता चामर कर्ण विलंबित सूत्र धिक्कुत्तां धिक्कुत्तां धिक्कुत्तत्तरिदत्तत्तां कुतकिटकिन्न तुङ्गतोदोडगदां तोदोडगदां तोदि वामन रूप महेश्वर पुत्र विघ्न विनायक पाद नमस्ते वामन रूप महेश्वर पुत्र विघ्न विनायक पाद नमस्ते पाद नमस्ते पाद नमस्ते नमस्ते
தை தக்கரதும் தக்கரதும் தா தக்கரதும் தை தக்கரதும் தக்கரதும் தா தக்கரதும் தை தக்கரதும் தாம்